Thank you. Hi, Clayton. Hope you're well. How are you feeling being back at spring training? However, this time as a World Series champion.
Yeah, feel great. It's good to be back. It's been fun to see the guys and hopefully get the position players here. I don't know when, tomorrow maybe, and get the full team together. And it's great. We really haven't had a chance to like celebrate it or anything together, since no parade or anything like that. So maybe get to live it up for a little bit these next few days, and then get ready to go for this season.
Have you found, just with speaking with your teammates these past few months, heading into this spring training, that there's a different mindset for the team?
No, not at all. Not a different mindset. I think with the team that we have coming in, the expectation is to win a World Series. And so we have to remember that it doesn't matter that we won last year. But, at the same time, remember that our team has a chance to be really special again. And we can't take that for granted. I've said it before, but there's not many teams that have gone all in year after year like we have to try and bring home a World Series. So I don't take that for granted. And, that's our motivation for this year, not trying to squander that opportunity. And, I know for myself personally, I do feel like there's some relief coming into the year, obviously, and having won one and, maybe not having that added burden to win the first one in 32 years. But it doesn't change the fact that we want to win again and have a great chance of doing that.
Thank you.
Next question is from Dave Vassay. Go ahead.
Howdy, Clayton.
Hi, Dave.
I was curious how big of a challenge it was for you to get out of Dallas with the snowstorm and if your family and friends are all good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was, man, it's been crazy back home. Obviously trying to, I had some personal things to take care of on Sunday, so I couldn't get out, but I was trying to get out on Tuesday and wasn't able to. And then once school got canceled, I brought my whole family here for the weekend on Thursday. So we were delayed a little bit, but we had a small pipe burst in our back of our house, and the water came all from the outside. So we were very fortunate comparatively to a lot of other people that are dealing with power outages, water shortages, and just flooding, of pipe bursting. We're not prepared for that in Texas. So it's just, I've never seen anything like it. It was crazy. But we're good now, and the weather is nice today. So hopefully things are starting to get back to normal a little bit.
I had one question as far as just where you're at in your career with this being the final year in your contract. What would determine this season for you to continue to pitch? What are those determining factors?
Yeah, I think I thought Jorge did a great job with that article. I think the I don't know part was not about playing. As far as I'm concerned, I'm continuing to play and feel great doing it. I think what I meant was just like, I'm on a year-to-year basis. I want to reevaluate at the end of every year and see how we're doing as a family, myself personally, where we are as a team, and then just make a decision from there. So I have no intentions of hanging them up. I'm only 32, Dave. I feel like I got a few more years left in the tank. So, if you ask me right now, I really still love playing. I feel healthy right now. I feel like the ball's coming out good. So I'm excited for this year. And that's kind of really all I meant was I'm focused on this year and trying to win a World Series. And then, after this year, we'll figure things out.
Do you have a few years left in the tank with the Dodgers? Are you open to discussing things beyond this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know that's kind of what I meant, but I don't know. I don't know what it looks like, but I love being here. I love the Dodgers. I love everything about this organization. And I just feel really fortunate that I've gotten to have as many opportunities I've had to win a World Series. And now that we finally won one, it's just, you just don't take that for granted. And I really, really have enjoyed my time here and will continue to do so.
Thanks. Glad you're okay.
Next question from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Clayton. Happy to hear everything's going well back home or better. You mentioned the fact that you guys are going after it every year and most teams aren't. Recently, you guys added Trevor Bauer here and a big deal. Just what was your reaction to that? And what do you expect from him, just having him in the rotation and, in the clubhouse as well?
I'm excited. I think Trevor's a really good pitcher. And so first and foremost, I think the Dodgers do a really good job. Our clubhouse does a really good job of taking in all types of different personalities, different people, and getting the best out of them. And we expect that with Trevor, and we're going to let Trevor be himself and, do what he's continued to do over the course of his career. But I think for me personally, I'm just excited to talk to him about pitching. I think kind of the same with Walker a little bit. I learned a lot from Walker as far as the, more of the like the science analytical side of pitching that I really hadn't dove too far into. But Trevor's the same way, probably, just times 10, as far as what he knows and his knowledge of that stuff. So I'm excited to talk to him about different grips, different things, different ways to get the most out of what you're doing. And I think he's going to make us all better, and I think he's going to make us think about different things. And, I think that's great. I think you have to continue to adapt and innovate to get better. And, hopefully he enjoys and gets comfortable here. And, at the end of the day, we just want him to pitch well. And if he pitches well, we're going to be in a good spot.
And you mentioned the mindset hasn't changed, obviously trying to win another one. But in 18, it did seem like there was sort of a hangover after the 17 World Series. Do you have to be proactive in fighting against that maybe this year?
Yeah, that's a fair thing. I think the circumstances are just so different with what the year was like last year. So I think more than anything, we're going to have to fight that it's a 6-month season and it's 100 more games. And so I think, the initial excitement, and there's not going to be a lull because we didn't really get to play a lot last year. So I think we're going to come out and be in a great spot. I think what I kind of foreshadow is just like the May, June, July, those months where we're going to have to fight through it. And, those are going to be tough months. Once you get to August, September, you can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. But those middle months, especially after not playing a full season, I think it'll feel long. And so we're going to have to do a good job of coming to the yard every day ready to go.
Do you think as a result of that, will you see maybe more of a 6-man rotation, things like that this year to sort of make sure that you guys don't hit that rut?
I don't know. I know Doc and Andrew and all those guys are probably talking about it a lot, but I think as far as our mindset is to go out there every 5th day and then realize that we have 7, 8 capable starting pitchers. So if there's ever a chance to take a break here and there, I'm sure they're going to do that to maximize everybody. But at the end of the day, we all just want to be at our best come October. And so I think that's, as a collective group, we understand that, and we're going to do whatever we think we can do to be ready for October.
Thank you.
Next question from Claudia Gestro. Go ahead.
Clayton, I just first of all gotta say congratulations on winning the World Series. How happy were you when you find out that Justin Turner stayed with you guys, and how important was to keep him in this clubhouse?
Yeah, obviously excited, to have JT back. He means a lot to this team. He means a whole lot. And obviously his performance and what he does on the field is huge. But I think there's just like a calming presence a little bit to know that JT's playing that day, or JT's here today. And, he's a guy we need. And obviously we have a lot of confidence in different guys to play third base, Edwin Rios being the main one. But, having JT back just brings it all full circle. And I'm glad it worked out. I hope he's happy with how everything happened. And this is where he's meant to be. He's a Dodger. It just feels right that he's home. And so we're all excited to have him back.
Next question from Maria Sorrell. Go ahead.
Hey, Clayton, great to see you again. I'm glad the family's doing well. Just to kind of expand on something you just mentioned about the Dodgers doing such a great job when there's somebody new that comes into the clubhouse. I'm doing a story about that. What do you remember when you were the new guy in the clubhouse for the first time?
Yeah, I think just baseball has come a long way as far as the treatment of younger players in general. And not that it was bad when I was coming up, but I think it was more of like a, hey, kind of be quiet, lay low in the weeds and let everybody else do their thing, and just kind of don't have too much personality, or don't bring too much to the table, because, you have to earn that. And I think while I believe in the, having, service time and things like that, gaining experience maybe gives you a little bit more of a, maybe a little bit more clout in the game, or things like that. I think at the end of the day, you have to let your younger players be themselves and let them come up and have personality and let them be who they are. And so I think we've done a great job with that. Like, you've seen people, we've had Corey be Rookie of the Year. We've had Cody Rookie of the Year. You've seen Walker have a ton of success early, Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin, and the list goes on of guys that have come up and have had a lot of success. And that's a credit to them, obviously, for who they are. Mm-hmm. But I think our clubhouse does a great job of letting them feel comfortable and letting them be themselves, which I think is a great thing.
Do you remember the first person that came up to you or that you talked to or confided in?
No, not really. But I had a lot of great veterans. I'm not saying my time was bad. I think I really enjoyed talking with Jason Schmidt. He was there, kind of towards the end of his career. And, we had Nomar, we had Jeff Kent, I really enjoyed my time with Derek Lowe. There's a lot of guys that I learned a lot from.
Thank you.
Next question's from Andy McCullough. Go ahead.
Howdy, Clayton. How's it going?
Great.
Hey, obviously, like, trying to win the World Series was such a motivating question for you for such a long time. I'm just curious, like, did it feel any different this winter trying to get up for the coming season?
I think it was different. I didn't feel like, I think it was different, and I'm trying to explain that. It's not that I didn't have, all right, I got to get going again to get ready for the season, because I did feel that, but it was for different reasons. It was like, man, I got to do this because, I didn't succeed, we didn't succeed, and I have to get better. And now it's like, well, it's more positive, I think, the reasons. It's like, I want to get ready and be at my best for this team because we're really good. We have a chance to win. I don't want to squander that. So I think that mindset has been a little bit different for me. Just like, it's almost more positive as opposed to, well, I can't have that happen again, And so I think that, I think the mindset shifted a little bit this offseason.
Did you enjoy that? Like, was it nice, like, working out, feeling like, hey, this is going to be a good time?
100%, 100% for sure.
Thank you.
Next question is from JP Hornstead. Go ahead.
Clayton, your 15 starts last season were generally really, really good. Is there something you can tap into from your success last season that you think can carry over here into 2021?
Yeah, I felt great last year. I think obviously just making sure that you're doing everything you can to health-wise stay good to go. And so this year is going to be interesting, right? Because 15 starts is not a lot of starts compared to 30, 33 starts. So I just, I said it earlier, but those middle months are going to be interesting because I think once you get the adrenaline of the playoff race and August, September, October, it can kind of carry you through. But those middle months are going to be, tough. And so just figuring out ways to do that. And I think one thing that I've done the last few off seasons is just continue to throw and not have like that stop and start. So, I continue to throw 2 or 3 times a week all the way through November. And I really think that's just the way to go as you get older, just so you're not starting from scratch. So I continue to do that. And, health wise, lifting wise, just do all the things you can to be ready to go.
Thank you.
Last one. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Clayton. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
I just wanted to get your thoughts on now having David Price officially back for the season. How much does that help you all in the rotation rather, and what does he bring to the table from your estimation?
Yeah, I mean, DP's just a top tier starter, and so to have another guy like that added to our rotation along with Trevor is just going to be amazing, and I think I've heard, I haven't gotten to see his bullpens yet, but I've heard that he's throwing the ball unbelievably, and I mean he's been really good for a long time. So that's exciting. It's going to be awesome. He's also, we got to see it a little bit last year, but he's also, one of the better clubhouse guys, better teammates in the game. So I think that's huge, to have another guy that can bring people together and help guys out when they need it is a huge asset that you need in a clubhouse. So we're excited about all that.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, everybody.